Hello, my dearest Arthur and all my peeps. How are you today on this snowy day? It's like being in a Christmas card. It's really pretty. So today I have a Christmas tree, which is also O Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum is a German word for Christmas tree. O Christmas tree, with faithful leaves unchanging. O Christmas tree, with faithful leaves unchanging. Not only green in summer's heat, but also winter snow and sleet. O Christmas tree, with faithful leaves unchanging. O Tannenbaum, of all the trees most lovely. O Tannenbaum, of all the trees most lovely. Each year you bring us true delight, gleaming in the Christmas light. O Tannenbaum, of all the trees most lovely. Hope you enjoyed that. And today for our book, I have Sheepdog in the Snow. There's a beautiful picture of it in the spring. And it was spring and lambing time high up in the mountains, but the weather was still cold and snow was falling just like today. So the farmer was out tending the flock with his sheepdog. The farmer stopped and listened. What was that noise? It sounded like a frightened bleating. Ahead he saw a tiny lamb, alone and hungry. "You're a small one, my little one," said the farmer. "Can't you find your mother, huh? Well, you'll just have to come home with me." In the kitchen, the farmer's daughter, Emily, made the lamb a cozy nest in a cardboard box with some old sweaters. He was very weak, but was soon suckling warm milk from a bottle. "Let's call him Charlie," said Emily. And because they could find no ewe to take care of him, Charlie became the family's own special pet and lived with them in the farmhouse. The farmer's sheepdog was named Tess, and as soon as Charlie was able to skip and frisk around the farmyard, Tess was there to keep an eye on him. She made sure he did not stray too far and led him home at feeding time. And when Charlie was too old for the milk bottle, Tess showed him the best pastures to graze in. Charlie grew quickly. Soon he was too big for the box in the kitchen, so he slept outside in Tess's doghouse. It was a tight squeeze, for they were friends, and it kept each other warm. They played together when Tess was not working. The farmer would throw a ball and watch them both chase it. Of course, Tess was faster than Charlie, but often she would let the lamb win. "Sometimes I wonder if Charlie is turning into a dog," Emily's mother said one day as the family watched him play. Charlie even had his own collar and leash. When Emily's mother went into town, Tess and Charlie would go along too. People would laugh and point at Charlie as he trotted ahead, often carrying a newspaper in his mouth. All too soon, Charlie grew too big for the doghouse. It was time for him to join the rest of the flock. Charlie missed his adopted family up on the mountainside, and Tess was lonely without a friend and whined every night by her doghouse. "Never mind, old girl," soothed the farmer. "We'll see Charlie soon enough when we move the flock back to next pasture." But that was when the trouble started. As soon as the farmer and Tess began to herd the sheep to the new field, Charlie wanted to round up the flock too. "Charlie, go back with the other sheep," laughed the farmer. But Charlie was determined to help Tess, and the farmer had to push him back into the flock again. This went on all summer because Charlie thought he was a sheepdog. Summer turned to autumn, and then it was nearly winter again. One day the sky was filled with clouds of the color of slate. That's gray. Charlie sniffed the air. It reminded him of a time long ago when he was lost and alone. It grew colder and colder, and the wind began to blow. The sheep huddled together, but there was little shelter. Then it began to snow. Charlie baaed anxiously. Snowflakes began to settle on his fleece. Where was Tess? Where was the farmer? If they didn't come soon, snow would bury the whole flock. The snow piled up quickly, and some of the weaker sheep could barely walk through the drifts. If they didn't move into the valley quickly, it would be too late. Charlie knew what to do. He ran ahead of the flock, baaing loudly. He turned back and butted the other sheep, pulling on their wool coats with his teeth. He raced backwards and forwards until finally the flock began to move down the mountainside toward shelter. The next day, the storm died down, and a low sun shone orange across the snow-covered hills. The farmer was at last able to go out and search for his flock. "I'm really worried. I don't know if we will be able to find them," he said to Tess, looking at the mountains. "The snow must be even deeper up there." Tess ran ahead, and the farmer began to struggle up the mountainside. Suddenly, the sheepdog bounded toward the farmer and started barking and tugging at his trousers. "What have you found, girl?" Tess led the farmer back into the valley along a narrow trail. At the end of the path, the farmer stopped amazed. His whole flock was safely gathered there in a sheltered hollow. "Charlie, this must have been you," the farmer said. "You saved the whole flock from the snowstorm. You really are a sheepdog after all." "Woof," Tess agreed. "Bah," said Charlie proudly. And that is the end of our story. Hope you enjoyed. Love you all. 15 days till Christmas. See you tomorrow. Bye.